Okay guys, we're back with another Otome game. This one is Gojo Satoru's version. I did Nanami's version in my other video. If you guys want to check it out, then go ahead and search in my channel for it. It's still there. I'm pretty sure it's still there. And this is another game by khywae. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. If you want to get the game, the full game and everything, then the link will be down below. I'm only playing the demo version, not the smutty parts right now. But if you want to see the previews of those, then I'll definitely try to play it on my channel. And just let me know if you want to see it or anything else. So let's get into it. Choose the skin color. Again, I'm still pretty pale. Cold air nips at your skin, even within the wide halls of your clan's training house. Again, I don't look at these. I just skimmed through the paragraphs of these Otome games. So I'm a little lost. I just know this is Gojo's little Otome game. So we're gonna get into that. Outside, the sky hangs dark deep blue, starless and heavy with winter's weight. Winter? Oh no. The year is almost over. You sink your fingers into the thick fur of your shikigami, a massive hound resting beside you. Its warmth seeps into your palms, grounding you. We got the same things as Megumi? I think that's what he has, I'm not too sure. Alright Megumi, try again. Oh, I was just talking about that. Megumi gives you his usual blank stare. Before nodding, his focus shifts, sharpening as he steps into position. He moves through the sequence you taught him, slipping into shadows, striking fast, controlled, steady, but still stiff in the transitions. He's diligent, maybe too diligent for a boy his age, but he's always been like this, quiet, guarded, as though the world owes him nothing. Well, sometimes that's how you gotta be living though. With these situations, 6 years and that hasn't changed. You've watched him grow, guided him as much as you could, but there's always a distance with Megumi, a quietness that even time hasn't touched. He and Sumiki, I'm sorry guys, live in a Tokyo apartment Gojo bought for them, close to their school, is spacious and well furnished, designed for comfort and security. You and Gojo sleep there when you can, and Megumi comes here to train when schedules allow. But between missions, clan obligations, and Gojo's endless responsibilities, there's never quite enough time to make this feel like family. Still, you try. You're about to correct Megumi's stance when you feel it, the shift in the air, subtle but impossible to miss. Brother already coming in? Dumb heavy footsteps, I know, are banging on the floor. And then arms snake around your waist from behind, pulling you against a firm chest. A familiar tuft of white hair brushes against your cheek as Gojo exhales dramatically. Dramatic king right now. But again, these models that the creator puts in the Otome games, they're top tier, to be honest. The proportions, I mean, hello. Tough day at work? A nod, another sigh, louder this time. You give your shikigami a pat and it trots a bit off before returning with a lacquered box of sweets, balanced carefully in its jaws. Gojo's expression lights up immediately. He leans closer, already opening his mouth, waiting. We ready making decisions? decisions because Nanami took a minute to make these decisions. But here we go. Give him the sweets or tease him. I kind of want to tease him, but I'm gonna do it. You have hands. Too tired. His voice is soft, almost a mumble, and you feel your resolve slip. You press the sweet against his lips, and he takes it without complaint. He hums softly, leaning his head against yours, just for just a moment, a wordless thanks. The warmth of his skin lingers, but before long, the sweets seem to do their job. Gojo straightens up, his movements sharper. What's today's lesson? Shadow movement. You both turn as Megumi steps forward again, stepping inside a shadow. His form disappears smoothly, swallowed by the darkness. For a moment, it's perfect, no hesitation, no mistakes. But when he tries to step back out, the shadows catch it. His feet and his balance wavers just slightly before he stops completely, half trapped. He gives you an embarrassed glance, asking for help, and you step in quickly, reaching out and pulling him free. Thanks. His voice is quiet, but you can see the embarrassment already settling in his stiff posture. That's enough for today. You did well, Megumi. Megumi straightens immediately and bows his head slightly. Thank you, teacher. I learned a lot today. Won't you ever thank me like that? Megumi doesn't even look at him. Gojo shifts closer, his arms looping more tightly around your waist, voice low in your ear. And she's my teacher. Relax. No need to get possessive now. Megumi finally glances up and his blank stare sharpens into something somehow even flatter. Are you seriously competing with a 13-year-old? This is not a surprise. This man competes with a 5-year-old. Gojo starts to respond, but Megumi cuts him off before he can even get the words out. I'll be going now. I'll take you back. I can go by myself. He's out the door before Gojo can finish. You watch him disappear into the cold shoulders, squared and steps steady. He's more than capable of defending himself now, and you and Gojo make sure of that, but it doesn't stop you from worrying. He's growing into someone strong, someone sharp, and a part of you aches with pride, even when you have to scold him for being too quick to jump into fights. This man, a delinquent. I'm just kidding. But this reminded me of Toji. We should definitely do Toji's after this one. I might do Toji's because now that we're speaking of Megumi, you just have to do his father. Behind you, Gojo sniffles. They grow up so fast. He shifts behind you, and when you turn, his expression is unreadable, sharp but softened at the edges. You know that look. With your schedules as chaotic as they are, missions, teaching, clan duties, moments like this are rare, and when they do come, they never feel long enough. Gojo steps closer, and your pulse jumps at the weight of his gaze. Do you want me to teleport us, or pull him into the shadows? Wait, what? Into the shadows, like the magic I do? I'm gonna choose to teleport since I'm not too sure. I'm not really trusting myself with them shadow magic right now, so we're gonna teleport. In an instant, the scenery shifts. Warm wood and soft lighting replace the cool air of the training hall. You both lean in at the same time, breasts mingling before your lips meet. Wait. We better getting crazy? Oh my gosh. This is way faster. You would think the other one was with a slow burn, but this is going so quick. But I'm not complaining now. The kiss is a spark that spreads like wildfire, leaving you dizzy. His hands find your waist, pulling you closer, and for a moment, the world outside the two of you doesn't exist. Footsteps echo softly outside, followed by the low murmur of voices. I knew this was too early, man. I was like, Clan member 1, did Gojo leave already? I was going to bring them tea. Bruh, nobody wants your tea. Yes, I'm pretty sure he and Master left together. They really can't keep away from each other. And then you still decide to bring in a tea. Not even a cafe or nothing, man. That's crazy. If I were them, I wouldn't either. Their footsteps fade, laughter trailing behind. You exhale through your nose, shaking your head. It's not the first time you've overheard whispers about you and Gojo, and it won't be the last. You think? Your relationship has always been a favorite source of gossip, especially here, and you wouldn't be surprised anymore. Warm breath brushes against your ear as Gojo leans in, voice low and teasing. Even they know you can't stay away from me. I know this brother ain't just say that I'm the one that can't stay away from him. You snort, nudging him lightly. Look who's talking. You're the one who can't stay away. I bet you couldn't stay away from me for too long. Yeah, then let's see. What? Until the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve. No kisses, no cuddling. Light touching is fine, but no more than that. Whoever caves first loses. Gojo's lips twitch, his sharp grin slowly returning as he considers your words. Alright, but when you lose, and you will, you have to put posters of me all over your clan estate. I'll choose the pictures. You freeze, already picturing it. Gojo's smug face plastered across every wall and meeting room. You've got business meetings coming up soon too. Catastrophic doesn't even begin to cover how that would look. Fine. And when you lose, no cuddling 2 weeks. He stills, his cocky expression faltering, just enough to make you smirk. You gotta keep him in check, bruh. It's time to keep him in check. You're evil. The real Viana of Jujutsu Kaisen is here. You shrug, holding out your head. Are you in or not? Gojo hesitates, his gaze flickering between your eyes and your outstretched hand, but then his fingers curl around yours. You're on. He doesn't let go, instead he tugs you closer, his lips brushing just near your ear. Good luck, you'll need it. He's trying it, still. Before you can fire back, he's gone, teleporting away in a flicker of cursed energy. The space he stood feels too quiet, too empty. Your fingers drift to your lips, your heartbeat still, quick as the challenge lingers between you. Wait. If we're not supposed to be near this man, what we gonna do this whole playthrough? We're gonna sit here? I'm so confused. This is going to be harder than you thought. Exactly, like, huh? Not much time passes before your phone buzzes against the low table, breaking the quiet hum of the room. Bruh, are you done with work? I got food for the kids. Come over to the apartment. Is this Gojo? I thought this man said he gonna stay away from me. Or this not him. You lean back, fingers pausing over the papers you've been working. You can practically hear his voice through the text. Casual sing-song full of mischief. Are you sleeping here there tonight? His reply comes fast, almost too fast. But yep, come make me company. You ready giving up the bed? That's what I'm saying. There's a brief pause this time, then you wish. What? I'm so confused. The corner of your mouth tugs upward. Despite yourself, you set your phone down and stand, brushing imaginary dust off your sleeves. Of course he has a plan. He's probably already scheming, waiting for you to slip up first. But you're not worried. Because you have your own ideas and you're not going to lose. The apartment is warm, the hum of the aircon barely audible over the faint clinking of dishes and muffled conversation. The smell of food drifts through the air, rich and savory, and your stomach growls in response. Finally, what took you so long? It's giving another look. But you wearing shades inside, my brother? Not the shades inside. Gojo's voice echoes from the dining area where he's already sitting with Megumi and Sumiki. Got caught up with work. You step inside, slipping off your shoes. The table is set, mismatched plates and chopsticks arranged neatly. I actually don't know how to use chopsticks. Need to learn to be cultured, of course. The kids spend most of their meals in their rooms these days, but tonight is one of the rare moments they've let themselves to be coaxed out. You're grateful for it. The family dinner. You set the food you bought on the table, shrug off your coat, already moving to sit when habit almost gets the better of you. Without thinking, you're leaning toward Gojo, about to kiss him. At this last second, you remember the bed and you pull back. I'm so like the person who does that too. Just out of this normality, just to be doing that, but it is what it is. His grin is instant, sharp and self-satisfied, and you glare at his eyes gleam with amusement. That was close. You ignore him, focusing instead on folding your coat and draping it over the back of your chair. How was school, Sumiki? Oh, nothing much. Her voice is light, but she perks up as she starts telling you about her day. Still, it's hard to focus when you feel Gojo's gaze on you. You picked your outfit carefully tonight, something you know he likes, and judging by the way his eyes darken when you move, it's working. Ooh, you gotta play the game. Like they say, you choose clownery, the clown come back to bite. But you brush it off and the conversation shifts, light and easy. Gojo teases Megumi relentlessly, pushing just enough to get a reaction, while Sumiki steps into to defend her brother. Megumi fights back with dry, cutting remarks, but every so often his gaze flicks to you, as if asking, why do you even like this guy? You only smile, letting the chaos play out, because Gojo's personality is exactly why you love him so much. When dinner ends, you wash the dishes together, passing plates and towels back and forth. The rhythm is easy, almost domestic, and for a while, the bed slips from your mind. Sumiki and Megumi retreat to their rooms for the night, leaving the house quiet. But then you feel it. Gojo's energy says pressing closer, and before you even brace yourself, he's there. He's there? He's there where? Too close. What? He traps you against the table, hands braced on either side of you without touching, but his cursed energy hums faintly. Not the seductive music. Brushing against your skin, the air tightens. Your heart stumbles, but you force yourself to stay still, meeting his gaze head on. It's not fair that you're dressed like this. His voice drops lower, rougher, and it sends a shiver down your spine. I'm just existing. Can't help it if you're affected. His eyes flick down to your lips, then lower, and when his tongue darts out to wet his own, your breath catches. Girl, let's stop the calentura, cause that's a lot. But go ahead. If you give in now, I'll make it worth your while. Now, the words are soft, but the weight behind them is anything but. I don't know if he's trying to play me though. I could lean in, I could pretend to give up. Oh my gosh. I don't think what he said about it just. I take my business seriously. If I was doing that man with his photos in my meeting rooms or anything, I would be mad. First of all, second of all, I would be very mad. So I'ma pretend. I'ma play this game. I'ma pretend to give up. You can't stop the heat that curls low in your stomach, but you refuse to let it show. Cause I got self-restraint. Instead, you lean in slowly, tilting your head just enough to make it look like you're about to give him what he wants. You stop into the way and smirk. You're not worth it, losing over. For a second, shut the challenging the music colliding, but then his grin returns wider than before. We'll see about that. He steps back finally, but his scent lingers and it doesn't do anything to slow your pulse. You let out a slow breath, pressing your hands flat against the table as the weight of his presence fades. If just for a few days, you could do this. We acting like we get on it every month, every day, every hour, but we're not. We're really not. Like, the apartment is warm, the hum of the aircon filling the quiet. The faint smell of food lingers in the air, and papers are scattered across the table as Gojo works. We're gonna see about this, but you sit nearby, flipping through clan documents, trying to stay focused. Every so often, his hand drifts over to yours, fingers brushing lightly against your skin before pulling away. It's absent-minded, like he doesn't even realize he's doing it. He know, but you do. You try to ignore the heat crawling up your neck, but it's impossible with him sitting so close. This is real different than the other one I did. But you know, the change of pace is what's making you stay. Time slips by and the words on the page start to blur. You glance up at Gojo, still sharp, still focused, like exhaustion doesn't touch him. You don't know how he keeps this up every night. You yawn, stretching before leaning lightly against his arm. He doesn't stop typing, but his hand shifts again, this time settling over yours. His thumb grazes your wrist, low and feather-light, and your breath catches before you can stop it. You close your eyes just for a moment. Wait. Gojo's POV, so this is we were in our POV. Her soft breath fills the room. It's almost 4 a.m. now. We don't be sleeping. We don't sleep here. That's crazy work. She moves from his side to the sofa earlier, mumbling something about being more comfortable. She didn't last long after that. She never does, no matter how hard she tries to stay awake with him. He told her before that she doesn't have to. but she always tries anyway. 6 years and his feelings for her haven't dulled. If anything, they've only grown, sinking deeper in ways he never expected or thought he'd allow. She may not be his tutor anymore, but she still teaches him things he never thought he'd need to know. About love, about vulnerability, and about being more than a weapon. Come on, let's go to bed. Okay, so we sleeping in the same bed here. I was thinking, yeah. She mumbles something incoherent in her sleep. He smiles softly, then lifts her into his arms, and carries her to their bed. There, keyword there. He looks at her lying on the mattress, gaze lingering on her face. She looks so peaceful, too peaceful. Something in his chest tightens if he were to lose her. No. He shuts the thought down immediately, tugging off his shirt and tossing it aside before climbing into bed. And that's a lot of breast in my face right now, but okay. Her warmth is right there, tempting him, but he doesn't give in, barely touching her despite every instinct screaming at him to pull her close. He likes these games, the teasing, the challenges that keep things interesting, keep things normal, or at least as normal as his life can be. It's ridiculous, childish, but it's theirs, and he wouldn't trade it for anything. Miss Khywae need to make a shukan. What is it? The Toji's best friend or Toji's friend or something. A shukan thing. That would be cool. He's going to win. Not that. I'm sorry, I can't take he's going to win seriously. A smirk tugs at his lips as his plan for tomorrow falls into place. He's the best at everything after all. My POV, your eyes flare open against the pale morning light. Slipping through the curtains, the bed feels too big, too empty. Gojo must have carried you here again. You sigh, brushing your fingers over the sheets where his warmth lingers faintly. You always try to stay awake with him, stealing what little time you can before exhaustion wins. Some nights is all you get. But mornings like this, they're not so bad. They're not so bad either. You get ready quickly and step into the living room. Gojo's books are everywhere, stacked on shelves, scattered across the table, even left open on the couch. He's always reading too many at once, claiming he gets bored otherwise. I cannot read books at once. If I can't finish I finish books fast, but if I don't finish one book, the one book I'm reading, then I just need to absorb all the knowledge first, and then I'll get to that next. That's just how I am as to reading. The sight makes you smile, and then walk into the kitchen and stop cold. Gojo's at this thing, shirtless, washing dishes like it's the most natural thing in the world. His hair is down, still messy from sleep, strands falling into his eyes as water trails down his arms. We're having another telenovela moment. That reminds me of one of the fan arts of the one in the kitchen. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know. He turns when he hears you, grinning like he knows exactly what you're thinking. Sleep well? You recompose yourself quickly, trying not to let your eyes linger too long. Again, respectfully. Yes, did the kids leave for school already? Gotta ask, of course. Yep, walked to the station ages ago. Hopefully you put a shirt on though. Oh no, I don't think he walked them. I think they walked by themselves. You nod, grabbing food to make breakfast. He doesn't move, just leans against the counter, watching you like he has all the time in the world. His stare is heavy and you pretend not to notice. Let me help. Before you can refuse, he's already behind you, leaning in far too close to grab something from the counter. His chest brushes your back, and his breath is warm against your neck. You freeze again, pulse quickening, but force yourself to keep moving. You're tense. Is this man serious? Of course I'm tense if you're breathing down my neck, man. That's what I don't understand. People breathing down your neck and they expect you to be chill about it. His hands land lightly on your shoulders, thumbs grazing your collarbone, barely a touch, but enough to make you shiver. And let him continue Uno reverse. I'm gonna Uno reverse him because I'm gonna continue this little game he's playing. You turn toward him, placing a hand firmly on his chest. Stay still. He blinks caught off guard but doesn't move from once he actually listens. Slowly you brush his hair away from his face, your fingers barely skimming his skin, calculated but soft, like you're pretending this is nothing. You always look good when you let me fix you up. His large hands wrap around your wrist, holding you in place. His expression shifts, intense, focused, and just for a second it feels like the game might slip out of your control. But you tilt your head, shaking it in mock disapproval. Is this really the strongest sorcerer? I thought you had more self-control. Damn. We really caught him there, like. That does it. He releases you like your touch burns. And jaw tightening as he steps back. Just wait until this bet is over. I know I'm doing it a lot. This man better be mad, yo. He better be mad. He gives you a look, one that promises trouble, before walking away to get ready for the day. You take a deep breath, your pulse still racing. You can do this. It's only been one day. The next few days only make things harder. Neither of you show any signs of backing down, but there's a pattern now, a rhythm. You push each other closer to the edge, teasing and tempting, only to pull back at the last second. Neither of you wants the game to end, not yet. Gojo takes every chance to provoke you. Somehow he even arranges to land a mission with you. Naturally it turns into a competition. Techniques sharpen, movements quicken, each of you showing off in subtle and not so subtle ways. Gojo's skill is breathtaking, effortless in a way that leaves you captivated. Every time, it's impossible not to admire him, and deep down you're proud. Proud that you helped him get here, not that he ever needed you to, but still. He challenges you and you challenge him. You push each other forward, sharpening edges, leveling up together. You both almost lose the bet that day. The countdown to New Year's Eve feels longer than ever. Some days are quieter, the tension simmering beneath the surface instead of spilling over. You work side by side at the dinner table for hours. Light touches lingering just enough to test boundaries. The boundaries gonna get crossed. That's why I don't test them boundaries. Don't do it. When he speaks, his voice dips low, smooth and deliberate, but you force yourself to ignore him. It bruises his ego. and he only tries harder to get your attention. You ignore anybody, then of course they're gonna be trying to get your attention like this. But oh well. The evenings feel softer, warm drinks in hand. You sit together on the balcony, the winter air sharp but bearable, with him close by. It's a different kind of closeness, still charged but quieter. You really want the bed to be over soon. I guess this is a like a marketplace, right? Gojo's POV. Okay, that's fine. I don't really mind that. The street market is crowded. Warm light spilling out onto the street as shoppers shuffle past with many bags on their arms. He spots them easily, her and the kids standing by one of the stands, their heads bent together as they argue over something. Sumiki holds a shopping list, her expression determined, while Megumi already looks like he regrets coming. They're picking out greetings for New Year's Eve tonight. Ooh, my family and I don't celebrate New Year's Eve. I don't cook for New Year's Eve, or neither does my family. But we go out to eat. But a little mango with a tle golpe, a little longaniza for New Year's. I bet that will be so good, guys. The final day of the bet. We better get crazy after this. I just know it. His nerves are already on fire, coiled so tight he swears he can feel them buzzing beneath his skin. He really can't wait for it to end. Gojo stops for a moment. He just watches. A resemblance of a family life. It's ordinary in a way his life has never been, and it scares him how much he wants to protect it, how much he wants to keep her. She must feel his gaze behind because her head turns suddenly, scanning the crowd. When her eyes find his, she smiles, soft, radiant, and just like that, the cold doesn't exist anymore. His lips curl up, and before he knows it, he's moving toward her. Are you done shopping? Let's go eat taiyaki. Before she can protest, she grabs her hand, slips it into his pocket. It's warm. His fingers squeeze his lightly and something tight in his chest eases. They find a small stand a few blocks away, the smell of sweet batter and red bean filling the crisp evening air. Gojo buys taiyaki for everyone, and Megumi sticks closer to her side, pretending he's above the whole thing. Gojo teases him anyway, earning a glare that only makes him grin wider. Megumi might act like he doesn't care, but Gojo knows the better. He remembers how she looked at the Fushiguro siblings all these years ago, how gentle she'd been, how she'd stepped in without hesitation. The kindness had cracked something in him. It still does. He hands her a taiyaki. Here, extra sweet, just like you. This man. She rolls her eyes, but takes it, biting into the pastry as he watches. Wait, don't move. Before she can react, he leans in and presses the taiyaki against hers, pretending to make the fish pastries kiss. Look at them, they're in love. She laughs and uses her taiyaki to kiss his too. The desperation, I'm telling you. Megumi groans in the background. You're both ridiculous. Gojo smirks and tries to bump his pastry toward Megumi's taiyaki as well. Megumi dodges, scowling, but Gojo doesn't back down. Come here, Megumi-chan. Soon, all three of them are teasing him, laughter spilling into the cold night. And for now, that's enough. That's it. We're back in the apartment. In my POV. The atmosphere in the house buzzes as you prepare for New Year's. The kitchen smells amazing and music hums softly in the background. You and Gojo keep stealing glances at each other while working. He leans against the counter, lazily peeling an apple while watching you chop vegetables. You don't cut yourself. I hate to see you hurt. I need you in one piece for tonight. Oh yeah. This man, yeah, I know this man is gonna take a little patilla or what happened? Or he don't need that. I mean, how old is he? 29? He be fine. As for details, teeth him back. Oof. The two choices are tempting. Tempting. I want to teach him back, but I want to know. I mean, it's gonna happen anyways if you guys want me to do the preview of the smutty part or anything like that, but I'm gonna teach him back to keep going with the route I'm going to be at. Funny, I was about to say the same thing about you. His smile shifts into something slower, more deliberate, and he sets the apple down entirely as if you just became his new focus. I like it when you talk big. Get this man out of here. His gaze dips briefly, just enough to make you hyper aware of how close he is. And when it lifts again, there's a flick of something dangerous behind it. Let's see how long that confidence lasts. You raise an eyebrow, refusing to back down as you lean just slightly closer, your voice steady and sure. 6 years and you still don't know. For a moment, Gojo pauses, not because you've caught him off guard, but because he seemed generally amused. His smirk twitches, but there's something softer beneath it now. Something he doesn't quite hide fast enough. Maybe I just like watching you prove it. The creator, khywae, the dialogue for this game, it's giving book. It's giving fanfic. I want to know if they're thinking about anything more. I'm wondering. But I'm here for it, to be honest. I'm here for it. And then he steps back. The teasing glint in his eyes, daring you as to follow. Then it comes and goes, and soon Sumiki and Megumi are getting ready to leave for a countdown party. Come on, you promised. This is your idea of fun, not mine. Too bad, you're still coming. She grabs his sleeve before he can argue further, dragging him out the door. Cry if anything happens, my children. Or if you need backup, I'm always ready to make an entrance. Please don't. I'll keep him in line. Yes, miss. And just like that, the house grows quiet. You turn back toward Gojo, who's leaning casually against the counter, arms crossed, and an unmistakable smirk playing at his lips. Just us now. Don't look so smug. It's not over yet. Cleaning up the table and the rest of the dinner feels heavier than it should. The minutes stretching out as the clock edges closer to midnight. Gojo works beside you, surprisingly efficient, though every so often you catch him glancing at you. Knowing that knowing look tugging at the corner of his lips. By the time the kitchen's clean, the tension feels heavier than it should. The clock's closing in on midnight, and you're focused on not giving in that you barely notice him step behind you. When you turn, he's already holding your coat. His glass is gone. Come here. You hesitate, briefly stunned by his eyes. But he doesn't waver. Slowly you step toward him. The fabric brushes against your arms as he helps you into the coat, but it's not the softness of the material that makes you shiver. It's the way his fingers linger, barely grazing the back of your neck as he adjusts the collar. You look up, but he's already leaning in close enough that the heat radiating off him makes your breath hitch. Hold tight. You don't need to be told twice. You wrap your arms around him, and the world tilts as he teleports the two of you. The cold hits first, crisp and sharp against your cheeks. Then the lights. Tokyo spreads out below, glittering like an endless field of stars. Buildings stretch upward, crowned with neon halos, while traffic flows like glowing rivers. You've done this before, hovered high above the city in Gojo's arms, but tonight it feels different, more intimate, more fragile. You glance at him, his eyes sharp yet soft, catch the glow of the city lights below, fragments of gold and blue flickering in their depths. There's something almost otherworldly about him, like he doesn't quite belong to this world but chooses to stand here with you. His beauty never stops breathtaking you. It's effortless, almost unfair. The kind that leaves you feeling unsteady no matter how many times you've seen it. And yet it's not just his looks that makes your heart stumble. It's the way he looks back at you now, like he already knows exactly what you're thinking. You can still give up. Same for you. Neither of you moves. Neither of you gives in. Gojo shifts closer, his breath warming your ear as he starts counting down. 5. The city feels endless beneath you, but all you can focus on is the sound of his voice. 4. Your fingers tighten slightly against his shirt. 3. He leans in just enough that you feel the heat radiating off him. 2. You hear your heart stumbles. 1. Happy New Year, my love. Happy New Year, Satoru. The words barely leave your lips before he's kissing you. It's soft after it's slow and careful, like he's savoring the moment. But then it deepens, and all the unspoken things you've both been holding back rush to the surface. His hand slides up your cradle, your face, fingers brushing against your skin like he's afraid to let go. It's only been a few days apart, but it feels like longer, like you've been waiting for this exact moment for weeks instead of hours. We're gonna get crazy above the city of Tokyo? The police are gonna come for us. Exhibition and stuff. When you finally pull back, fireworks explode in the distance, painting the sky in bursts of gold and red. Gojo's eyes stay locked on yours, and for once there's no teasing smile, just something new, something raw and unguarded. And we both won. That's too bad. I was hoping to see my face everywhere in your clan. I have a feeling you're still going to do it anyway. Well, why wasn't I not thinking of that? Of course. He grins, the teasing edge returning, just enough to soften the moment. Maybe. You push him lightly, but he laughs, catching your wrist and lingering just enough to make your breath hitch. Or maybe I'll settle for something better. Your breath catches as he tugs at you a little closer, the heat of your body seeping into yours, even through the layers of your coat. And what's that? His grin shifts, less playful, more intense. You'll see. The fireworks continue to crackle in the distance, but they feel muted now, like they belong to another world entirely. All you can hear is your own heartbeat and the promise in his voice. You and Gojo are snuggled together near the window, a warm blanket over you, wrapped in the lingering warmth of the night. Oh dear. He's back shirtless again. That's definitely a sight. The first light of dawn stretches across the horizon, painting the sky in soft hues of gold and pink. The world feels quiet, like it's holding its breath, waiting for the year to officially begin. Gojo shifts slightly, his arm tightening around you as if to keep the moment from slipping away. Outside, the sky burns with gentle colors as the world itself is being reborn. It reminds you of him, radiant, untouchable, but softer in these stolen moments. First sunrise of the year. Think you can handle seeing a few more of these with me? The words settle in your chest, warm and fragile, like the first rays of sunlight creeping over the horizon. Of course, I think about it. No, of course. Many more. Gojo presses a quick kiss at the top of your head before standing. I'll get something warm for us to drink. You smile, watching as he disappears around the corner. Your phone buzzes in your lap, pulling your attention away from the sunrise. It's a message from Megumi. Happy New Year. Oh, that's so cute. He's so cute. You grin, already imagining his deadpan expression as he typed it. Happy New Year, Megumi. And Pacha Sumiki. I know, that's so cute, guys, the siblings. Wishing us Happy New Year. Another message pops up after a short pause. Thank you for being there all these years. The words hit harder than you expect and your chest tightens. You blink a few times before typing out a reply. I'm gonna be reassuring. I'm gonna reassure him because I feel like Megumi, even though, the teasing gets to him, a little bit teasing, but I feel like reassuring him is one of the best things that Megumi needs. Be reassuring. You don't have to thank me for that. I'll always be here for you. His reply comes quickly, a simple thumbs up emoji. You chuckle, shaking your head at how typical it is of him. Did you send out the same message to Gojo? A few seconds later, his response comes through. No. He'd framed the text and called it a historical moment. No thanks. You snort, already imagining Gojo's exaggerated reaction. True. Gojo returns, handing you a warm mug before sitting back beside you. Megumi said Happy New Year. You nudge him lightly with your elbow. For me too. Gojo hummed in acknowledgement, his lips quirking into a knowing smile. But he loves me more. We'll see about that. You roll your eyes, snuggling back into his side. You let yourself relax as the sunlight streams in, bathing the room in soft golden light. Let's get breakfast with the kids. What do you feel like eating? His eyes brighten instantly, but he launches into an animated list of ideas, mostly sweet ones, already debating the options like it's a serious decision. You smile, letting his voice wash over you. The moment feels easy, effortless, but beneath it, the promise lingers. Not just for breakfast, but for more. More mornings like this, more laughter, more memories that stretch beyond. You let your eyes drift back to the sunrise, excitement blooming in your chest. Whatever the new year brings, you're ready to keep growing and learning with him. The end. I like this. Actually, this was more romantical than the other one we played. I like the dialogue. Oh. that was little. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. A tape comes out of the TV. Again, this is the end. You grab it. You have a feeling you should give it to someone. And this is where we see the creator, of course. You can swear you can hear fireworks in the distance. Oh, hey, you're back. Let's have a talk. You return to the VHS to her and she smiles. This is the creator, obviously. You can see. Thanks, how was it? I hope you enjoyed the tape. The first time we revisit one of these tapes, did you enjoy it? We might do it again in the future. What are these tapes? They allow us to connect to AUs, aka alternate universes. They're made with ingredients we gather on our travels, like slow burn ambers and cliche caramel. Which ingredients are you using for this tape? I'm not sure yet. The crew members will be meeting soon to decide. Remember to vote. The travel logs will be updated soon once the decision is made. That's all for now. Sure thing, darling. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Thanks for being on the journey with us. There was a preview for Nanamis in the temple. We'll go to the temple. What's the temple? This is the temple. I'm pretty sure the preview for Nanami was the smutty part. You enter the temple, you're enveloped by the scent of incest. The air hums with electric energy. The promise of passion drawing you deeper into its embrace. Above you, the statue looms, the special frozen timeless display. Despite the stillness of the storm, there's a vibrancy to their features as if they could wake up at any moment and grant you the vivacious knowledge. Or endless pleasure, yeah. That's what we're saying. This is the play the full blessing is, you know, the full thing, because I only paid the free version. So I'm gonna stop here. If you want me to play the preview, which I think it's I'm pretty sure it's the smutty smutty part. If you want to see like those intimate things, the intimate moments with Gojo here, or you want to go back, or you want me to play the Nanami one, or anything else, just